Body positivity. It was supposed to be the next big thing and teach us all about fat women being just as gorgeous as supermodels.
Fat is not dangerous the way you think it is.
Deciding to love my body.
All women are beautiful, flaws and all.
But has it really?
I've been single like 7 years. I'm so sick of looking.
For a very, very long time in my life, I wanted to be acknowledged and I wanted someone to find me attractive.
There's always the question of if a guy actually likes you for you or if he's simply fetishizing you and really just wants to feed you.
Are they really attracted to me or is it like a fetish?
This man chose me specifically because he thought that I wouldn't have any self-esteem.
A lot of men see fat women as a low-stakes option. They don't really care about dating us.
I'm not the girl that guys find attractive. I've never had a boyfriend or had a guy ask me on a date.
Knowing that somebody is picking me just to get to their kink is not cool.
I couldn't ever be prepared for the level of damage this would do on my self-worth.
I was this secret little toy that they would only bring out when they want to keep themselves entertained.
Or asked how much I would charge for a hookup.
Being a fat person means you get treated like that all the time. And it's disgusting and it's disheartening.
The way that they treat you when they're trying to get you to sleep with them versus after you have slept with them.
I have never felt beautiful or like wanted by someone.
And nothing feels worse than being a shadow girlfriend.
People would see pictures of me when I was smaller and they would say things to my face like, if you looked like that, I'd be all over you. What the fuck do you mean?
Oh boy, a tale as old as time. Fat girls and the guys who secretly porked them. Yup, pun intended. Now before we get down to the real problem here, let's first address the elephant in the room, and that is this mythical special problem of mean evil men only dating fat women in secret.
There are guys who like curvy women, but they're too embarrassed to take you out in public.
It's the guys who are actually attracted to you and do like you but would never take you in public.
We put up with it too much because men are rewarded for being pieces of shit.
No, since guess what? Men do this all the time and to everybody. Ever heard of gay guys? Because last time I checked, it is a well-known fact that millions of men are only gay in secret, and they are pretending to either not be gay.
What? I ain't gay.
But you made love to me.
No, first of all, you suck my...
Or they even pretend to hate gay people.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women.
And another category is trashy women. You know the type, tramp stamp on the lower back, hoop earrings, belly button, tits and ass out. Sure, there are plenty of men who would like to spend a night with a girl like that, but they will never take her home to meet mom and dad. So clearly, guys like to hide who they are fucking, and fat women are no exception. However, I will acknowledge that society is definitely mean to fat people in general for no reason.
So as I'm leaving the store, this chick is walking by me and she's like, oh, the fatties are out today. You know, you can tell it's Easter because they're snagging up all the candy. I got shoes.
Jesus, man, people are assholes. But that is exactly my point, because for the past decade now, the media has been pushing fatness and body positivity down our throats like we're a bunch of geese and they're trying to make foie gras, and that just doesn't work. Not only because they were clearly only pushing it one way, where fat women were these amazing goddesses, but fat men were still ugly losers. But also because, ironically, fat women do not even want to be fat women.
I'm fat and I hate it.
And I cannot stress this enough, being fat. I'm so over getting puffed the second I carry anything bigger than a water bottle.
Being fat is not fun. As someone who used to weigh 230 pounds, being fat is very uncomfortable.
While you're fat, if you're being honest with yourself, you can admit that it's not fun. It's not fun being uncomfortable, breathing hard by doing the smallest action.
Body spray is after to make you smell better, but when you're cleaning your body, especially your rolls where there's warmth, where there's bacteria, you need to use things that aren't gonna help build bacteria.
Yeah, all of that. This is why I go to the gym 5 days a week, so I can stay the hell away from a situation like that. And I also take great care of my skin, which is made super easy with today's sponsor, Teach Hanley. With Teach Hanley, you get access to a full skincare line that is uncomplicated to use, and if you click the link down below in the description, you can now get 40% off on your first box plus a free gift. So to get you started in the right direction, the Teach Hanley box offers you an AM moisturizer that comes with SPF protection built in, which will keep your face nicely hydrated while protecting you from the sun. And in addition to the moisturizer, you also get two great products that I absolutely love, which are the face wash and the eye cream. These two are great for your skin and will keep you looking fresh all day long. Now, if you're not sure what to do about skincare, then Teach Hanley makes this super easy with their essential routine at level 1, all the way up to their anti-aging routine at level 3. Now, with the essential routine, you get everything you need for basic skincare, but if you also want the eye cream that I mentioned earlier, then you should definitely check out their level 2 and level 3 system. By the way, if you become a Teach Hanley member, you also get 20% off for life, plus access to exclusive monthly deals and free US shipping. So click the link in the description and get 40% off on your first box today. Now, to be clear, I am not arguing that fat women can't get laid, since I think it's well established that any fat girl can still easily get hundreds of matches on dating apps, and there are plenty of guys who want to bang a fatty on an average Tuesday. So that's not a problem. What is the problem is that the majority of those guys are only looking for an easy, low-effort hookup and want nothing to do with the girl long-term.
I just don't want to hear about your in the first 15 minutes that we've spoken. And then he's like, well, how long does it take to get to know someone? Like 2 days?
One guy that I slept with, and then messaged me afterwards and said, you know what, I think that you just look different than I thought in person after we slept together.
So we're sitting there and we're talking and I'm basically like, well, why are you on Hinge? You know, what are you looking for? He goes, I'm looking for something serious because there are these 400-pound whales out there.
Yeah, that can be fun. Please drop a like if you think that guys have no problem sleeping with fat women but are not interested in them long term, and comment down below what you think. But this perfectly shows how fat acceptance and body positivity work out in real life, since men are simply not going to put in effort for women they don't find very attractive. Hell, men don't even put in effort for women they do find attractive if those women have a terrible attitude or are sleeping with everybody. Now, this whole bullshit of women should just be as fat as they want and guys should just simply accept it also comes with the insanity of being healthy at every size, which is a massive fat acceptance lie. I already went in balls deep on this in my lies and destruction video linked up here, where I showed the dark side spanning 6 years of telling the public one thing and getting rich off that.
Hey, it's time. We're jiggling, we're flapping, and we don't give a damn.
While secretly living in hell in your body.
But I know I need to get some of this excess weight off me because I'm not feeling good anymore.
Yeah, no matter how much media propaganda is shoved in my face, you will never convince me that someone being 100 pounds or even 200 pounds overweight is somehow good for you and that you are still enjoying your life.
I'm done with the battle. I'm sick of not feeling good.
Honestly, my circulation is so bad.
Because if being fat was so wonderful and amazing, then why the hell did sales of Ozempic skyrocket when it became TikTok famous?
Sat down with the CEO of what is now Europe's largest company by market cap.
Powered by strong demand for its weight loss drugs.
Stand out the sales, of course, of Wegovy and Ozempic last year. What do you do with the cash pile that you're now sitting on?
The demand is so insane. I mean, every other person I know is taking one of these drugs.
The moment all these celebrities started coming out having lost a bunch of weight in a short amount of time, every single fatty on the planet tried to get their hands on Ozempic, Wegovy, or any other GLP-1 medication. But these bull publications and TV shows still try to convince you that being fat is wonderful and that this woman has anorexia.
So I think for people hearing me say I'm anorexic was really jarring.
All the way off, man. Unless anorexia is the pet name for an IV bag of gravy that you hook yourself up to, then you don't have anorexia. And this is the biggest problem with fat women who complain about dating, because they are simply not being honest and they just want to be a victim of society telling people that obesity does look good and that somebody's body size shouldn't matter in a relationship.
I am not going to hurt you. I just have fat on my body.
You see, it's my body and I get to choose what it looks like, and it's just my flesh wrapper that I get to live in.
Have had many a significant other who I was not immediately attracted to, and then I saw who they were. And I couldn't keep my hands off them. Suddenly everything about them was sexy and attractive, and I just wanted to be around them.
Yeah, that might be how fat women want men to approach dating, but guess what? That's not how the male brain works. There is no amount of time that a man can spend with a fat woman that he finds utterly unattractive that would make him go, let's start a relationship and see how things go despite you being 200 pounds overweight. That's just not happening. But it is ironic that those same women who complain about men not wanting to date fatties do not want to date fat men themselves.
I feel like if there is anyone who hates fat women more than like skinny fatphobic bitches, it's fat men.
A lot of fat men don't like fat women.
So I'm gonna say other fat people as a no, unless you're dating women.
Oh, that's real convenient. All of a sudden, the meanest guys on the planet are fat men, and therefore fat women don't have to date fat men. That is real convenient. These women are so full of since they know exactly why they don't want to date fat guys, which is they simply don't find them attractive. But they obviously can't say that because they still want you to date them, and they want to sell the bull of being fat shouldn't matter.
And I'll just never understand why my heart isn't good enough for somebody.
I cannot wrap my brain around how much you care about bodies that you write off people.
Which is complete nonsense, since everyone knows that this girl right here is not gonna get approached by men, but this very same girl, after eating healthy and working out consistently over a long period of time, will easily get guys to sign over their entire life savings to date her. It is really not that complicated. The penis never lies. It might get you into some serious trouble, but it won't lie to you. This girl now looks 10,000 times better, probably feels a lot better too, but people will still try to convince you that the girl on the left is somehow just as beautiful as the girl on the right. Bullshit. Now the problem with obesity and dating isn't just that the fat itself doesn't look great, but it also comes with a whole host of other problems that will definitely make women a lot less attractive to men.
I'm just so sick and tired of PCOS. It is just like, I mean, it's bad enough that it literally made me lose all my hair.
Yes boys, welcome to the wonderful world of PCOS, every fat girl's favorite excuse for why she can't lose weight. Now yes, having PCOS does in fact make it more difficult to lose weight. I am not refuting that. However, it doesn't make it impossible. So it's time we cut through the bullshit and address this excuse once and for all.
Everybody is overweight by choice, okay? PCOS, I have seen women on this app that say they have health conditions, but I've seen the way they eat. That, my friend, is not health conditions.
Since just like having dyslexia doesn't make it impossible for you to read, it just means you have to put in much more effort than the average person. And so the same holds true for women who want to lose weight but struggle to do so due to various medical conditions. And on top of that, the dirty little secret of having PCOS is that obesity massively increases other PCOS symptoms and sends them into overdrive.
I know this is small, it's insignificant, it's not, it's a first world problem, but like I'm tired of like the mustache, I'm tired of the facial hair, I'm tired of like the growing hair on my chest, and then I was just drying off in the shower and now I'm growing a lot of hair on my back.
What now?
Now I'm growing a lot of hair on my back.
Dude, that's not a little thing or a first world problem. That is a major issue for almost every single guy. Since no straight guy is gonna say, yeah, I don't mind if my girl has a mustache or a beard or chest hair. No, men do not want that. And so even if PCOS is the main driver behind all of those issues, when you combine that with a massive amount of fat, you will have a far worse experience of all of those problems. Even the women in our own comment section were saying that most of their symptoms went away when they started using products like Ozempic and other weight loss medication. Because guess what? It makes you lose weight. And so clearly the solution to most fat women's problems is staring them right in the face every single day, but instead of getting off their ass and fixing it, they rather complain, bitch and moan about not being as valued, respected or desired by men because of society's problem with fat phobia, and they pretend as if everything is out of their control.
No matter what I did, I couldn't stop existing in the body that I have.
People deserve to be treated the same. And we know for a fact in this world that's not true.
Yeah, it's totally unfair that people love and respect Tom Brady, give him multi-million-dollar contracts, and that every woman wants to have his babies, right? It's not like he did anything for that. It's just pure luck and pure fat phobia.
Just accepting this way of dating and this way of being perceived that felt like it was all I was allowed because this is the way I looked.
These fat girls are so insanely delusional and stuck in a victim mindset that they can't even acknowledge two very basic things. 1. Being in shape is a lot more respected than not being in shape, since it actually requires effort to get there and to maintain it. And 2, most people prefer to be with someone who is in shape simply because it looks a lot better. It is what your own body desires as well. And so fat women and their media propaganda can lie to society all day long, but when even the queen of fat acceptance and body positivity, Lizzo, decided to lose a ton of fat, get into shape, and said that she was so much happier, then clearly fatties have lost the war. This was Fat Women Getting Destroyed in Dating. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos.